it is important to carefully examine ways to minimize tax avoidance. In a fast-moving and global sector, such as the financial services sector, I believe that this is even more important. I would like to touch upon the proposed rates and differentiation of the financial transaction tax at 0.1% for shares and bonds and 0.01% for derivatives. I have not amended the rates. They are sufficiently low for the introductory phase of the FTT, while at the same time member states reserve the right to opt for higher rates if they choose so.
We prefer a global model of a taxation, and the second position is that if that would not be possible, it should be at least a European-wide model. So I wish that this sort of a cascade of preferences of having a global model and the urge for Commission to work more effectively within the G20.
Erstens lohnt es sich, eine FTT zu schaffen, wenn sie nicht in der EU 27 oder mindestens in der Eurozone eingeführt wird. Wäre eine gemeinsame Lösung nicht besser? Wie viele Länder müssten sich einbeziehen, also müssen mitmachen, damit es nützlich ist? Ich glaube, wir teilen wir sind zahlreich, diese Überlegung zu teilen. Zweitens, welche Art der Besteuerung wäre möglich? Als Minimum könnte man auch über eine Stamp Duty nach dem britischen Vorbild nachdenken. Allerdings müsste man diese möglicherweise auf Anleihen, Derivate und Fonds ausweiten.
On peut présenter une disposition qui consiste à dire sont soumis à la taxe sur les transactions financières tous les opérateurs qui émettent des ordres et qui ensuite sont pour la plupart annulés, puisque le trading de haute fréquence se caractérise par le fait qu'il y a très peu de transactions qui sont passées par rapport au nombre d'ordres qui est passé. Et donc si on dépose un amendement sur un ratio du type transaction réalisée sur ordre annulé, ça permet de cibler spécifiquement les opérateurs qui font du trading de haute fréquence et de les soumettre à une taxe dont le taux pourrait même être éventuellement élevé.
Sou claramente favorável a que este imposto tenha afetação direta. Este é um imposto, por natureza, redistributivo. Se não o atribuímos a investimento criador de emprego, a alterações climáticas, ou seja, a grandes objetivos estratégicos da própria construção europeia, nós perdemos a oportunidade de fazer desta questão, não uma questão técnica, mas uma questão política central da própria construção europeia.
And then if we deal with this issue, who should it apply to? Do we want 27? Do we want 9? Well, this is where I do agree with Madame Lulling. The fact is that the EU doesn't have tax-raising powers or a competence in this area. This is on the basis of unanimity. So if we want the UK or Ireland or the Netherlands to opt in, we've got to persuade them either it's in their interest to opt in, or if they don't opt in, they will still end up paying, but they won't benefit from the revenue.
Only one institution, financial institution in the value chain is to pay the tax. It is the last one. If the others before act in the name of the last one. So if the broker and the wholesale bank act in the name of the retail sale bank, only the last one would have to pay. Of course, the Commission is still favoring Plan A, which is a global solution. It has tabled a Plan B, which is a solution for the European Union as a whole. It also has tabled a proposal, which is what I sometimes say, AAA approach, all markets, all actors and all instruments, and it goes without saying, all member states.
Sarebbe sbagliato
aus der europäischen Ebene fernhalten, aber immer die kleinen Angestellten, die Anzahl der kleinen Angestellten in den lokalen Finanzinstituten, die die Kundenberatung übernehmen, ich glaube, das ist